everyone, Kevin here once again with my 1, 2, 3 cents, and since we are on the road to WrestleMania, I've decided to sport my WrestleMania 22 jersey. I bought this in Chicago at the Allstate Arena, the very first WrestleMania I ever attended, and it's hard to believe it's already been 5 years ago, but a very memorable night, and looking forward to heading down to Atlanta for WrestleMania 27, where I'm sure there will be lots of great memories made as well. Hopefully, there will be lots of great memories made, and that's what I'm going to talk about today in this update. Just specifically, though, about one match, and that is The Miz versus John Cena, which right now, the way things look, the way things have been going the last couple of weeks since The Rock has been announced as the guest host for WrestleMania, there's been a lot of focus on The Rock and John Cena and little to no focus on The Miz and John Cena. Now, I know Monday night we had the steel cage match with Alex Riley and Cena, with The Miz being outside the ring and kind of running interference on Riley's behalf. But really, I think a lot of the focus has been more so on The Rock and Cena, which at this point, Rock is only hosting WrestleMania. He's not wrestling, although he sent out a tweet or posted something on Facebook the other day that led to us to think that the next time he sees Cena face-to-face, he's going to put his foot to Cena's ass. Pardon the language. I know some folks with kids may be watching this, but that is what The Rock was saying the other day. So kind of take that for what it's worth. Now, I found it interesting, too. The Miz kind of called The Rock out the other night, but of course, I think The Rock's comments were pre-recorded, so we didn't get any kind of reaction from The Rock. And The Rock really hasn't been playing this Twitter or Facebook war with The Miz, hasn't really mentioned him at all. And that's bad for The Miz, because the champion should be the focus of your main event or of WrestleMania, in my opinion. And the focus is not on him at all. It's building on a guy who left the company 7 years ago and the guy who is contending for the title. I almost want to say that I think it might not be a bad thing, though, and hear me out on this, throw The Rock into this title match. Make it a three-way, but let The Miz get the win over The Rock. That would only help The Miz. You give him a win over a legend like The Rock, and it's going to make him a legitimate champion, or a more legitimate champion, in my opinion. I think a lot of people right now are looking at The Miz going into this WrestleMania as the underdog, and Cena coming out as the champion. I think something drastic like that needs to happen, and I think The Rock kind of passing the torch to The Miz would be a good thing, and it's not going to hurt The Rock's credibility at all. He's put over a lot of guys in the past, and I think doing this one favor for The Miz would be a huge feather in The Miz's cap, and again, take nothing away from The Rock, and take nothing away from John Cena either, because John Cena does not need this victory over The Miz at WrestleMania. John Cena doesn't need a victory over The Rock at this juncture, I don't think. John Cena is not necessarily parallel to The Rock or Stone Cold Steve Austin or Hulk Hogan, but he's definitely on that next level down, I believe. He is the WWE's top guy and has been for quite some time. He's obviously not reached that pinnacle. Maybe a victory over The Rock would propel him into that stratosphere too, but I think The Miz needs it more than John Cena. So I hope that if they decide to make a match at WrestleMania, instead of us getting Rock versus Cena, make it a three-way where you throw in The Miz and let him score that key victory. But right now, all signs are still pointing to the fact that it's going to be going to be Cena versus Miz one-on-one. But with The Rock and the comments he's been making and Cena's rebuttals, can you keep these guys away from each other, or will The Rock maybe run interference in the match and cost Cena the match, and then lead to a program with Cena down the road? I'd like to know what you think about The Rock joining the match at WrestleMania. Do you think it's a good idea, a bad idea? That's my 1, 2, 3 cents. Now it's your turn to share, and be sure to subscribe as well. Thanks for watching.